This is a glossary of firefighting equipment. A. Adapter. Fitting for connecting hose couplings with dissimilar threads but with the same inside diameter. See also reducer, increaser, double male, double female. May contain combinations, such as a double female reducer. Adapters between multiple hoses are called Y, Siamese, or distributor, which see below. Air pressurized water fire extinguisher, a handheld fire extinguisher using water for the extinguishing agent which is expelled by compressed air. Wetting agents may be added to the water and AFFF foam can be used in similar extinguishers. Automatic distress signal unit, an alarm device that signals that a firefighter is in trouble. It can be activated manually by the firefighter or activates automatically if the firefighter stops moving. May be integral to SCBA separately activated. Also known as a pass device, a PDA. Aerial fire apparatus. Fire truck meeting National Fire Protection Association Standard 1901. Motor fire apparatus, Chapter 6 and Chapter 18. Having a multi-section extending ladder, raised using power shifted from the truck's propulsion engine. May also carry other portable ladders and tools. Aerial ladder, a rotating, power-operated ladder mounted on a self-propelled automotive fire apparatus. Aerial ladder platform, a hydraulic aerial device which combines an aerial ladder with a personal carrying platform supported at the end of a ladder. Air monitoring meter, electronic device for measuring the presence of one or more chemicals in air, such as oxygen, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide. Volatile organic compounds may have preset danger threshold alarms. Airbag 1. Inflatable device used for lifting or spreading. 2. Vehicle safety device with potential explosion hazard during vehicle extrication if not already blown. Airpack jargon for self-contained breathing apparatus. Fire apparatus is divided into 7 categories by NFPA Standard 1901. Pump fire apparatus, initial attack apparatus, mobile water supply apparatus, aerial apparatus, quint fire apparatus, special service fire apparatus, and mobile foam fire apparatus. Each category is defined in detail by the NFPA standard that applies to all fire apparatus in the United States. Note there is no separate category for rescue truck. Rescue trucks are covered under special service apparatus, appliance term for fire suppression equipment used by firefighters to manage or direct a water stream. APW, air pressurized water fire extinguisher, partially filled with water and then pressurized with an air pump, popular in the US in the 2.5 gallon size, rated 2A. Aqueous film forming foam, bubbles that act as surfactant to coat and penetrate ordinary fuels to prevent them from burning at normal temperatures, also used on Class B fires to spread a non-volatile film over the surface of the fuel, applied using eductor, a compressed air foam system, and pumped through fire hose to a foam nozzle. Attack hose, a use classification of a firefighting hose connected to output of a pump or other pressure source. Fire hose used to apply water or other firefighting agent directly to a fire or burning substance, typically of 2.5 inches diameter or less in the United States. Historically 1.5-inch hose was the primary initial attack line but has been supplanted in most of the U.S. by 1.75-inch diameter hose that carries 175 gallons per minute. 2-inch hose is available as an option. Attic ladder, narrow, collapsible ladder used to access an attic space via a scuttle hole, which are often found in closets and other narrow passages. Also known as a closet ladder, folding ladder, or pencil ladder. Required to be carried on pumpers by NFPA 1901. Automatic sprinkler, System of pipes serving fire sprinklers. For automatically directing water to a fire when the sprinkler is heated to its actuation temperature. The piping may be normally pressurized with water or with air, depending upon the application. When a sprinkler head detects heat from a fire, the sprinkler opens, automatically spraying water onto the fire area. BA, Royal Navy abbreviation for breathing apparatus, otherwise known as SCBFR bomb line, a pre-connected attack line, typically 2.5 inch in diameter, used in the same manner and purpose as a trash line. Bomb lines are stored either on the front bumper of the apparatus or in an exterior side well. Bomb lines are typically shorter length than crosslays, and are intended for use against dumpster fires, etc., where a longer length of hose is not desired. Booster hose, small diameter fire hose often carried on booster reel, pre-connected to pump of an engine for putting out small fires near the truck without having to connect to a fire hydrant, easily recovered with a motorized reel, also known as red line for the common red rubberized outer layer. Booster hose is also used for high-pressure fog applications. Branch pipe scene nozzle. There are many types of branch pipes available, depending on situation and scene of fire. One of them is selected. They are named simple. Creates a simple jet as per size of diameter of nozzle. Diffuser. The nozzle of branch pipe rotates. If we rotate it to one side, it creates a spray of water, and at the end of rotation, it gives a water curtain to protect the firefighters when direction of wind changes while fighting a fire. Rotated the other direction, it will produce a jet of water, and at the end of rotation the water will be shut off. The shut-off option cannot be used for a long time as line is charged with pressure and it may burst the hose line. Land and hand control diffuser. This branch is fitted with a handle. Moving handle, we get fog, spray it, jet and shut off. Water mist. This branch pipe gives a water mist. Revolving. The bowl-shaped head of the branch pipe is fitted with many small nozzles pointing in different directions, and the head rotates when water passes through it. This creates a rotating jet at different angles. It is used for fighting a ship fire or enclosed shaft fire. Duckbill nose. The nozzle is shaped like a duck's bill, hence it is named as duckbill nose branch pipe. When water passes through this branch pipe, it creates a water curtain, used to create a water curtain in between two buildings so the fire of one building cannot spread to its very close neighboring building. Bresnan cellar nozzle. Rotating nozzle tip having two or more outlets forming water jets that propel the tip while spraying water in a circular pattern, conveniently attached to several feet of rigid pipe with handles or legs for supporting the nozzle while it is suspended through a hole in the floor above. Bulk tank. Large tank designed to be transported to an incident and left larger than a tote tank. Bunkers, colloquial term for protective pants and boots kept near a firefighter's bunk for rapid deployment. More modernly includes firefighting jacket. Basis for command to bunker up in preparation for hazardous duties. May also refer to entire protective clothing ensemble, also known as turnouts or turnout gear. See cellar pipe. Cellar nozzle. The Bresnan nozzle is a distributing type nozzle that is inserted through an opening in the floor and into the space below, typically a basement or cellar. The nozzle directs a broken stream horizontally, either extinguishing or controlling the fire enough to allow a direct attack to be safely made. The Baker cellar pipe consists of an smooth-bore, straight stream nozzle on the end of a brass pipe 36 inches long or more that can be remotely angled from the floor above by firefighters to direct the stream to the desired cellar location. Charged line fire hose under pressure from the pump at the engine. CFA 3-thread, a type of coupling used by the CFA. It is used mainly on the Australian 64mm hose. It provides a very secure coupling. Obviously the threading of the coupling is repeated 3 times. It is non-hermaphrodite. Check valve C backflow preventer. Cistern underground water storage tank that is intended for firefighting use in areas with inadequate water supply. Class A, B, C, D, K. Classes of fire extinguisher and corresponding type of fire they extinguish. Claw tool, early striking and prying tool. Closed circuit SCBA, closet hook pike pole under 5 feet long, closet ladder, attic ladder. CO2 extinguisher, fire extinguisher that releases carbon dioxide gas to displace oxygen to smother and cool a fire, such as a flammable liquid. Combination nozzle, a low-pressure fog nozzle. Compressed air foam system, a water surfactant mixture with compressed air forced into the mix. The result is a very homogeneous, small air bubble distribution. The resulting suppression agent is the consistency of soggy shaving cream, consisting of relatively pure surface area and little actual water. CAF is gaining favor in selected compartmental fire scenarios because of its high conversion rate. On top of the penetrative advantages of the surfactant, it is also inappropriate for many fire scenarios because of the conversion rate, as an unmanaged steam expansion path may cook the firefighters. Secondary advantages are a graceful degradation during equipment failure, CAFs, without a compressed air supply, amid classic foam, without foam. Water. D. Deck gun, a master stream device mounted to top deck of pumper. Delivery term for any hose that conveys water to a fire. E.g., each outlet from a fire appliance supplies a delivery with water. Deluge gun, a master stream device that can be positioned on the ground based on the need of the incident commander. Deluge system, type of sprinkler system where sprinkler heads do not have individual valves, and the water is dispersed from all sprinkler heads simultaneously when a central valve is triggered by a sensor. This is typically reserved for industrial areas where rapid fire spread must be prevented at the cost of damaging non-burning materials. Denver door opener, heavy pry bars connected with a hinge, one with an adjustable foot, used for prying open doors. Denver tool, a combination axe, sledgehammer, pry tool, ram, and D-handle pull tool used to gain forcible entry to buildings, automobiles, etc. during emergency situations. Detection system, C. Alarm system. Detergent foam, C. Aqueous film forming foam. Distributor pipe, portion of fire hydrant, a sprinkler system connecting main loops to smaller loops where outlets are located. Divisional valve, a valve isolating a segment of a piping system. This may be useful for dealing with impairments and maintenance. Double female fire hose adapter for connecting two male couplings together, may also adapt different sizes on either side. Double male hose coupling adapter with two male threaded connectors back to back, used for connecting two female couplings together. Dry chemical, a fire extinguishing agent. It works by breaking the chemical chain reaction in the fire tetrahedron. Dry hydrant, a fire hydrant with a valve located at the bottom of the barrel, near the water main. The barrel of the hydrant remains dry until used. That prevents the hydrant from freezing in sub-zero temperatures. A dry hydrant is also an unpressurized pipe that can be used to draft water from a pond or lake. Dry powders, fire extinguishing agents for use on flammable metals. Each agent is typically designed for use on either a single metal or very similar metals. Dry sprinkler, a sprinkler system having pressurized air in the distribution pipes until a heat-activated sprinkler head opens and releases the stored air. Pressure, which in turn opens the main water valve to flow water to the open sprinkler, used where the protected premises are not heated during freezing temperatures. DSU distress signal unit, another term for a type of pass device. Kit hook, sharp hook on pike pole for cutting metal siding or roofs. Engine, a vehicle outfitted for firefighting, specifically one outfitted to pump water. Many rural fire engines carry a reservoir of water to pump, and use drafting and water tenders to obtain further supply. Historically, an engine was any kind of machine, tool or contrivance. The hand squirts and manual pumps used to spray water onto a fire were types of engines in this obsolete sense of the word and the origin of the modern term fire engine. Eductor, venturi device through which water flows under 200 psi pressure to create a partial vacuum in a tube attached at 90 degrees and open to the water stream passing overhead. The vacuum draws liquid foam concentrate from a reservoir, which mixes with the water stream through a metering device on the discharge side of the eductor where a firefighting hose is connected. Typically the 200 psi inlet water pressure is reduced to 95 psi discharge pressure as a result of the narrowness of the venturi in the eductor device. Ejector, see smoke ejector. Ejector pump, pumps that use the venturi principle to pump water on a fire ground, can be used for salvage by removing flood waters as supply water to a fire appliance from an open water source. Water in the appliance is used to supply a flow of water to the ejector pump, which uses high-pressure nozzles to entrain an increased volume of water in the hose returning to the fire appliance. Elevator key, control panel override key to take elevator car to desired floor, may also refer to special tool used to open elevator shaft protection doors from outside. Encapsulated suit, hazmat protective clothing used with SCBA inside the suit to protect a firefighter from gaseous contaminants. Also known as a gas suit. Encoder 1. Device for converting an input to a coded output. 2. Tone generating system for broadcasting one or more tone codes on a radio frequency to alert selected pages and alarms. 3. Alarm system component that transmits coded sensor and subscriber information to a monitoring center to be processed into address and alarm type information. Extension ladder, a 20 to 60 foot ladder with one or more movable sections that extend beyond the base section, typically using a halyard rope and pulley mechanism for lifting and locking cams to latch the moving sections at a selected height. Extinguisher, device containing fire suppressant, often pressurized to expel suppressant when triggered by operator or an automatic release mechanism. Important to properly select type of extinguisher appropriate to type of material burning. May be portable or permanently installed for special suppression purposes, such as fires in recreational vehicles, boats, aircraft engines, restaurant exhaust hoods, or computer rooms. Extrication gloves. Gloves designed for vehicle extrication and other rescue applications, but not rated for fighting fires. They resemble mechanics gloves but are usually made from a stronger material, such as Kevlar, and designed to protect a firefighter's hands from cuts or scrapes that may occur from glass or metal. Fire alarm control panel, system for receiving and announcing location of fire based upon input from smoke, flame or heat detectors, or manual call points or pull stations. Fire axe. There are two main types of axes used in firefighting: a flathead axe, which has a single wedge for cutting into objects, and a pighead axe, which has a cutting wedge on one side and a pointed pick on the other. Fireboat, a specialized watercraft with pumps and nozzles designed for fighting shoreline and shipboard fires. Fire damper. This device is fixed in the ducts of the central air conditioning system to restrict the fire travel from one room to another. This device can be operated manually and/or automatically, i.e. activated by fire alarm system or some other thermally activated instruments. Fire department keys. Special keys provided to firefighters to access a Knox box or other lockbox located on some commercial buildings, containing additional keys required for entry or other safety features. Fire extinguisher. See extinguisher above. Fire bike. A firefighting motorcycle. A motorcycle that is equipped to fight fires are used as support. Commonly used in Japan. Fire hose. See also hose below. Fire hydrant. See hydrant. Fire pump. A pump installed in a building specifically for sprinkler and standpipe water systems. Fire station alert system. Fire department dispatching system using radio controls to activate remote signals at designated fire stations and to transmit emergency information via audio or digital channels. Fire streams. Water emitted at nozzle and directed at burning materials. Handheld fire suppression device designed to be thrown into needed area. FIT stands for Fire Interruption Technology. Effective against Class A, B, or C fires. FFFP. Fluoroprotein film forming foam. FLA. The moving portions of an extension ladder. Fog nozzle. A nozzle that discharges water in small droplets. Often, the nozzles are adjustable, permitting the pattern to range from a straight stream to a narrow fog to a wide fog stain. Can also be designed to automatically adjust pressure depending upon selected pattern. Fog stream. A fire stream characterized by small droplets of water. The droplets are unable to travel very far, but absorb heat very quickly because of the high surface area they present. Foot valve. Backflow preventer at inlet of suction hose used in drafting, helps avoid losing prime by keeping water from running back out of the suction hose. Glass master tool. Brand of specialized vehicle extrication tool, most notably including a glass cutting saw for removal of automobile windshields. Gamewell. Brand of wind-up fire alarm telegraph system for sending coded pulses to alert central alarm station of fire alarm activation, often still found in red boxes on street corners. Gate valve. Control valve with a solid plate operated by a handle and screw mechanism. Rotating the handle moves the plate into or out of the waterway. Gravity tank. Water storage tank for fire protection, arranged above protected area to provide flow of water by gravity when needed. Green line. A garden hose. Fire grenade. Glass bottle filled with carbon tetrachloride, a similar fire extinguishing fluid, meant to be thrown and shatter at base of fire to mix with air to produce non-combustible mixture, similar to extinguishers made of glass fixtures with spring-loaded clapper released by heat-fusible link. Limited effectiveness, and phased out in the 1950s when better extinguishers became available. Ground ladder. A portable ladder designed to rest on the ground. Compare aerial ladder and roof ladder.